So hello and welcome everyone. I'm so grateful all of you are here with me on this Sunday. And before we officially begin, I want you to go ahead and let me know in the chat. And sorry, I'm seeing more pop-ups coming up, so uh, just let me know in the chat where you're joining from and what really attracted you to join this unicorn workshop today. And while you do that, I just, send the reminder one more time. Remember to have something to drink. It's always good to have water. And it just helps to integrate the healing, anything that's happening today. A pen and paper is always helpful because you tend to receive insights, so you can write them down, but it's not necessary. And as you do that, I want you to know that if you are in this space, it's because the unicorn realm was really whispering to you, or it could have been nudging you, or it could have been guiding you to remember that you're not alone on your healing path. And so I'm just going to look in the chat and just kind of see where people are tuning in from. If you can, go ahead and put that here. So Joanne says, Toronto. Love unicorns. When I was a child, but started to want them back in now. Yeah. The unicorns are here. They're ready to play. So I think it's exciting, and everywhere I go, it doesn't really matter, from my beach walks to the grocery store to a license plate to a t-shirt, I see unicorns all the time. So once again, as you join in, go ahead and let me know where you're from. Yes, Natalie's from sunny South Florida. Hello, hello. So glad you're here. I see Kashmina's here from Vegas. Love my unicorn spirit animal. Yes, me too. And Alana's here. Hello, Alana from Denver, Colorado. Woohoo! All right, so I know more people are coming in. We're going to let them in as they come in. But I do want to go ahead and get started for today. So once again, whether you have worked with unicorn energy before, or maybe this is your very first time stepping into this frequency, then I want you to know that your presence here today is absolutely no accident. Today, we really are entering into a space of tenderness and innocence and pure light. And the unicorn realms have a way of finding us when we're really ready to remember our own magic again. They come to us when we're ready to soften our hearts and when we're ready to reconnect with that part of us that has always been whole, right? It's just our human experience tends to make us forget about that. And so I invite you now just to take a deep breath in with me now, in through your nose. Hold it for a second, and then slowly exhale through your mouth, elongating your breath. And then I want you just to take a few more deep cleansing breaths on your own. Just let your body settle right now into the present moment. Let your shoulders start to melt, all the tension that you've been holding there. Let your jaw soften. We don't realize how much we store in our jaw and our teeth. So let that start to soften now. And then on your next in-breath, as you slowly exhale, imagine that you're exhaling from your heart, allowing you to feel your own beautiful energy and come into the present moment. And now, for those of you who don't know me, I'm just going to take a moment and introduce myself. My name is Jennifer. I'm an intuitive life coach, master EFT practitioner, inner child and trauma specialist, an angel and unicorn energy healer. And my greatest passion really is helping beautiful souls like yourself release emotional pain and reconnect with your inner child and remember that you are deeply loved and supported. And I want you to know right away that this is a different kind of workshop. It's going to be less talking and thinking with our rational minds and more about feeling and remembering and connecting with our heart. And today we're going to travel through the unicorn realms. You're going to meet your personal unicorn guide, and we're going to go through some really gentle emotional clearing journey with compassion for your inner child, with some innocence, and with some safety. So all you need to do is be here, to be present, and really just allow yourself, allow your heart really to open at a pace that feels right for you today. Remember, unicorns are all about gentleness, so there's no forcing. Now, for those of you who don't know, I worked in the education field for over 20 years, and so I always love to know, whenever I attend something, what the plan is. So here's an agenda, just to kind of give you an overview of what we're doing today. I'll be sharing with you a clearing statement that I use with all of my clients in my sessions. I think it's really good for all of us to clear our energies. Then I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the unicorns, right? Give you some information about them. We will do a tapping round today to help clear some of the energies that have been coming up as you start to reconnect with your inner child. We're going to do a meditation and activation so that you can meet your own personal unicorn guide. And I will be sharing with you an opportunity, an invite really, to have fun and play with me with the unicorns in a 5-week course that I'm calling Journey into Light. And then there'll be some Q&A. So once I share that, I really want to hear all about your experience. I want to know about your unicorn guide. I'm going to give you an opportunity to tell me all about it. This really does light me up. It excites me to know. So I'm hoping you'll stay with me to the end. Okay, so now that we covered all of that, I really do want to get started right away. And so I'm going to share with you the clearing statement. And you can read it, or you can just close your eyes for a moment and just hear the words and just allow this to happen. Creator, all that is, it is commanded that you pull, clear, cancel, and delete on all 4 levels and resolve on the history level across all timelines, lifetimes, past, present, and future. And release any waywards, any watchers, any entities, any attachments, anything at all that does not serve us now. We send it up to unconditional love. As we set ourselves free, we set them free too. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Show me. And we ask now that we all become really pure, clear channels for light and source now and throughout our day. And we invite in our inner children, our unicorn guides, our divine spiritual team, our divine loving self, any spirit or animal guides that you wish to have with you today.
Yes,
But we really ask that we become clear channels so that we can see, feel, sense, or hear our very own unicorn today. Thank you, and so it is. And so if you did have your eyes closed, you can go ahead and open them now. And now what I would like to do is just tell you a little bit, share with you some information about the unicorns. So what I first want you to know is that the unicorn kingdom, it's not fantasy. It really is a realm of frequency. And you can think of unicorn energy like electricity, is what I tell people. As you know, electricity is an energy that's all around us, but it's only when you plug into it that you can access its power. So just think like your toaster's not going to work, or your coffee machine, or anything until you have it plugged in. So this is what you're going to do today. And I like to describe unicorns as these luminous beings who really do hold the frequencies of pure light, of purity, of compassion, of unconditional love, of gentleness and patience. And they don't carry human ego or emotions, right? They really are this pure white healing frequency that gently guides us back home, back to our innocence, back to our natural playfulness, to a deep sense of safety, back to our truth, right, of who we really are, and our inherent worthiness. And they work closely with our inner child because our inner child is the part of us that still believes in magic, that still remembers where we came from, and it's also the part of us that still aches to be seen and to be loved and to be held. And it really is important for me to point out that these luminous beings don't come in to swoop in and fix us or to rescue us. They arrive to remind us of our own wholeness. And they really do invite us to feel our own heavy or unhelpful emotions. They don't want us to bypass them, but rather to heal them and transmute them. So that way our inner child can step forward, feeling radiant and unburdened. And most people think that unicorns only appear when we're at a high vibration. But I want you to know that's not true. A lot of times unicorns can appear to you when you feel most tender, when your hearts are really aching, when you feel really tired and exhausted. Maybe you feel like life has been too much for you. And especially when your own inner child feels really small or forgotten. And that's because that's when innocence can return to us, right? We don't have any resistance. Our ego isn't, all the way up. There's no walls there to prevent that connection. And the last thing I just want to tell you is that your personal unicorn guide has walked with you long before this lifetime. It's a companion for your soul who speaks to you maybe in colors. It could be in feelings. It could be through light, right? Seeing the colored light dots all around you. But it really is a guide who remembers the truth of who you are. And before we go into meeting your personal unicorn guide, I did want to share with you some of the emotions, right, that you may be feeling as you're going to start to connect with your inner child. We want to see, what have you been feeling lately? And so I want you just to tune into your own heart right now, tune into your inner child, and really notice what emotional energies have been coming up for you. Has it been fear? Has it been guilt? It could be anxiety, sadness, shame. Just kind of tune in. And then I want you to notice, what does your inner child need most from you right now? Is it safety? Is it love? Is it reassurance? Is it comfort? So go ahead and connect. And then I want you to put it in the chat. Let me know what those two things are. And the reason I have you do that is because it's important for you to acknowledge, so that way your unicorn guide will address exactly what your inner child needs today. And so if you have been holding on to, let's say, the energies of fear or guilt or anxiety, right? Whichever emotion it was for you. Or maybe lately you've just been feeling disconnected from your own light. And then this workshop isn't just for you, it really was designed for you. And while you connect and comment, I'm going to tell you some of the emotions and then just talk a little bit about them. Okay, so fear. When we have fear, this could be the fear that maybe you won't get it right, or maybe it's being too much, or the fear of not being enough, or maybe even the fear of the unknown. And so just kind of look for yourself and see what is at the root of your fear. So if you've been experiencing fear, what do you think is the root? The next emotion I just want to touch on is guilt. And if guilt has lived inside of your body, right, you're going to know, you'll feel it. And guilt could be for things like maybe choices you've made in the past, or maybe for not knowing what you know now. I know a lot of my clients, they start to beat themselves up when they are like, why did it take me so long? Or why was I like that? We want to release all of that because you did the best that you could at that time. Or you might be feeling the energy of guilt for any number of things. And so if you have been feeling that energy of guilt, I invite you right now just to breathe and just allow yourself to soften around it. Because once again, you did the best that you could at that time. Which brings us to shame. So if the energy of shame has been woven into your human experience, I want you to think about what you feel that you hold the energy of shame for. Is it shame for who you were? Is it about being too sensitive? Because I work with a lot of empaths and sensitives, and that is one that they tend to hold shame about. Or maybe for not being, what I hear a lot is, strong enough. So just notice, if you do carry shame, what would shame be for? And I think it's just really important. What the unicorns want me to tell you is that you are not the energy of shame. You are just the one who experienced that energy, and you have the power to release it and let it go. Which brings us now to anxiety. So to share a little bit about that. A lot of times we can have anxiety. We can have anxiety about the future. We can have anxiety right now about all the things happening around the world. People are having anxiety around health, right? Or even the holidays. The holidays are coming up here again and going into the new year, and what would that look like? So if anxiety has been buzzing in your chest or your heart or your mind or your stomach, because I know I used to always feel it in my stomach when I had it, then just breathe into it. Don't push it away right now. Just notice if you are holding any anxiety at all. And then I invite you once again just to breathe. Breathe into that area, into that sensation, and just let your body know right now that you're safe in this moment, right? So once again, take another deep breath in and out, and slowly release. And the last one I want to touch upon today before we go into our next part is to just mention a little bit about sadness. A lot of times sadness actually sits beneath other emotions and other things that we may be feeling or thinking at the time. And you can easily experience sadness for possibly not having the life that maybe you thought you would have. Maybe you've been quietly carrying responsibilities or burdens that were never yours to carry. A lot of times we can take things on ancestrally or just generationally from our own family. Or for simply not feeling loved and accepted, especially if you felt that way as a child. And if that's the case, if you've been feeling that energy of sadness, I invite you now to go ahead and shine some light onto it. And once again, breathe and just actually embrace it and hold it with some love and compassion. This is what it takes in order for you to heal, in order for you to acknowledge, in order for that young part of you to come back to you, to feel safe to be with you. So once again, take another deep breath in through your nose and slowly out through your mouth. Just notice how you feel. And I want to go ahead and read some of the comments here that people have been making. So, Joanne says she's from Scarsville, Maine. Hello, welcome. Nita from California. And people are saying they have different also emotions, that they've been feeling happy and so much more balanced and surprised how this holiday season's been. That's wonderful. Happy dance, bright, strong. And then Natalie's saying blockages around public speaking. Yes, to be truly authentic, to really shine your light. That lets you know that there's that younger part of you that doesn't feel safe. Jo's saying she's been feeling the energy of shame. Yeah. And needing security and balance and strength. Kat says heavy energy, enemy field. Inner child needs reassurance and safety. Yes. Not enemy in my field. Okay. And Shane came up today. Yes, sensitive, needing to let go of being strong. And that is a real big one for a lot of us. Right? This idea that we have to have it all together or be superwoman or that we can handle a million things at one time. And that's not true. And that's not being authentic to ourselves or to our soul. And that's what the unicorns really want to bring in, is this energy, this frequency of gentleness and playfulness and unconditional love, especially to ourselves, to hold kindness to ourselves. All right, so now that we've shown a light on maybe some of the different emotions you may have been feeling and what your inner child needs, right, what they're needing in this moment, I now want to take you through an EFT tapping flow. And for the EFT, if you've never done it before, these are some of the things I tell my clients to focus on. So the first thing is that you're going to end up visualizing your own inner child. Okay, it's important for you to try and connect with them. So whether you can actually see them with your mind's eye, or whether you just sense or feel them, or you can simply invoke them to come in, right? And then just notice the energy that happens when you do that. And then you can even start to get an age or an image or a memory. Just be really open to what comes today. The second thing is I really want you to feel your emotions. Just notice the thoughts that come in, the beliefs that come in. This isn't a time for us to push them away or to try and just have positive thinking or think of positive affirmations. Really, in order to transmute and heal, we have to really acknowledge what we've been feeling and thinking. And then you can also notice where you hold it within your body. It's always good because sometimes it'll travel, especially when we do tapping and other processes that I work with my clients with, because it's just giving you clues as you start to move it around. And you can notice how intense. Now, I will say sometimes it can start off high and maybe come low, or sometimes it could be high and get a little bit higher once we really tune into it, and then go lower. And today we're going to do a very gentle one, but I just want to prepare you for anything that does come up. As you're clearing, you may yawn, you may sneeze, you could cough. There's a bunch of different things. You could feel cold or heat or kind of like the goosebumps. There's this knowing that can happen as you start to release. So I just want to prepare you for all of that today. And now I would like to, I'm trying to think if there's anything else I need to say before we get started. I think for me, just to tell you a little bit about EFT, or emotional freedom technique, also known as tapping, I find that it's a simple yet really powerful tool that just really helps us to release those emotional energies, just like the ones we mentioned, whether that's guilt or fear or shame or anger or anxiety, and we're restoring our nervous system. So we're releasing it from our body so that way our nervous system can come back to a state of calmness. And when you combine it with inner child work, then this really becomes a powerful combo because it allows your nervous system and your energy body to feel safe enough to transform pain into peace. And as we tap, I want you to go ahead and invite your unicorn guides. I know you haven't met your personal one, so we're just setting the intention for the unicorn guides to come in, to surround you with their beautiful diamond light, so that every tap you do helps you to clear old energies. It reminds your body that you are safe to feel and to heal, and it opens you up to the unicorn frequencies of love and of healing and of joy. Okay, so let's go ahead and do some tapping together. And you can just follow along with me. We're going to tap at different points of the body, and I'm going to guide you through it now. Okay, so we're going to start here. We call this the karate tap point. So start tapping at the side of your hand. I encourage you to repeat after me out loud if you can. If you are in a space where you can, then you can definitely just say it in your heart, but please do the tapping. Even though my inner child has been feeling, and I want you to tell me, what were those emotions? Was it shame, anxiety, sadness, whatever it was for you? I acknowledge them now, and I choose to give myself some compassion. Even though my inner child has carried, once again, you can state those emotions: guilt, anxiety, fear, for so long. I choose to remember I am safe now. And even though my inner child has been overwhelmed and needs, and go ahead and state, what did your inner child need? Did they need reassurance? Did they need safety? Did they need to be held and loved by you? Go ahead and state what they need. I choose to give them the love they never received. And I allow my unicorn to help me heal now. Now we're going to start tapping at your eyebrow, and it's right where it starts. So we're going to tap here and say, these feelings, once again you can state your feelings, The anger, the sadness, the guilt, the shame. Notice where you feel them in your body. Allow that younger part of you to come into your mind's eye. Notice what age they are. Acknowledge it now, and then just say, these feelings have been heavy on my heart. Side of your eye, and I don't know how to let it go. And take a deep breath in. Slowly breathe out. Underneath your eyes, and I want my inner child to know that I'm not alone anymore. That time is over. Underneath your nose, and my unicorn is with me and sees my innocence. At your chin, and wraps me in unconditional love and compassion. At your collarbone, it's safe for me to soften my heart now. And notice how it feels to say that. Notice if you could feel your heart opening just a little bit more. And then we're going to tap underneath your arms at the side of your ribs, or for women, this is at your bra strap. And we could say, it's safe to be held in this moment. And then the very top of your head, you can use one hand or both hands. And then just say, it's safe for me to heal now. Notice how it feels as you tap all around your head, activating more and more and more. And then go ahead and grab your wrist, give it a squeeze, take a deep breath into your heart space. Slowly say peace. And just allow peace to wash over you for a moment. Feel the energies moving all around you. And now I invite you to place your hands on your heart and to close your eyes. And I want you to sense your inner child right in front of you. And then I want you to repeat after me. I'm here now. You're so precious to me. I love you so very much. I'm so sorry you feel. And then just notice. Notice all those emotions you said earlier. I'm going to get you started, and then I'm going to stay quiet so you can continue. I'm so sorry you feel so much sadness. I'm so sorry you feel so anxious to be here. I'm so sorry you feel so much anger. I'm so sorry you carried all this shame in your body for so long. I'm so sorry you feel so afraid to be here in this world. I'm so sorry you believed you had to carry all of that guilt. And now I want you to continue. I want you to individually say each emotion and tell your inner child, I'm so sorry you feel. Once again, I'm so sorry you feel. And once again, I'm so sorry you feel. And now tell him, you don't have to carry these feelings anymore. You are safe with me now. You are safe with the unicorns. And then take a deep breath in, into your heart space, and slowly breathe out. And I want you to notice how your inner child feels to hear this. Notice if you can feel a shift in their energy field. And then I want you to ask your inner child if they are ready, if they're ready to enter into the garden of your heart, where they get to play and have fun with their unicorn now. And then I want you to take another deep breath in and slowly breathe out and allow them to merge into your heart. And as they merge into your heart, I want you to repeat after me. I am safe to be who I am. My unicorn walks beside me now. I am open to the energies of joy, to softness, and of innocence. I welcome abundance and peace and magic into my life now. I am always guided and loved and supported. I trust the light within me now, and I am ready for my next level of healing. And now go ahead and take another deep breath in through your nose and slowly out through your mouth. And just allow these words to permeate in each and every one of your cells. Really feel the energy shifts that are happening within you as the beautiful unicorn frequencies of diamond light are surrounding you now. And then slowly, with no rush, you can gently open your eyes and come back to me. And if you're willing, I would love for you to go ahead and put in the chat, go ahead and comment and let me know how you're feeling now before we move on to meeting your very own personal unicorn. I'll give you a moment to do that. Okay. John saying, I feel at peace right now. Beautiful. Love it. Anybody else? Yes. I had tears. She says, I had tears streaming at the start. Oops. But feel clearer now. Yes. Yeah, we're taking the time to reconnect back with our heart and to release those energies that are not serving us. Lana says, happy. Yes, yes. As we start to let go of those unhelpful energies, then more of our own beautiful light and energy shines through and we do feel happier. Joanne says, less heavy. Oh, Joe, Alberta, beautiful. I feel release of tension in my jaw. Yes. So many of us carry this tension. We don't realize it until we grind our teeth or, we feel that pressure. And it's not until someone tells you to relax your jaw that you can really feel it all in there. Kat is saying more open and connected. Anita's saying even brighter. Woohoo! Kashmina's calm. Oh, I love this. It says inner child feels very Shirley Temple-like. Yeah, there's a glow that will happen, like this innocence and playfulness. And even to do this workshop, like I had to tell the unicorns, you're gonna have to tone it down just a bit because I was feeling really, really like a silly goofy earlier. And then feeling infinitely aware. Yes, yeah. As more of your own beautiful soul essence comes back to you, you're going to feel more and more of that. All right, everyone. I really want to take you now to guide you into meeting your very own personal unicorn. So I invite you to go ahead and close your eyes once again. I'm going to put on some beautiful music. A slide here for you if you want to look at it. If you're someone who doesn't see clairvoyantly or with your third eye quite easily, sometimes it's helpful to see a really beautiful image. So you can take that and then just let your eyes soften, or you can simply close your eyes and really go deep into this experience. And so I invite you now to take a really deep, long, gentle breath in and out. And as you breathe, imagine a soft pearly white light forming around your body. It's warm and gentle and loving. And this light is the frequency of the unicorn realm. With every breath, feel yourself softening and relaxing and just unwinding. Let your shoulders soften now. Let your heart become more open. Let yourself be here in this present moment. And now imagine a glowing pathway of crystalline stardust appearing before you. This path leads into the unicorn kingdom. I want you to take a step onto it. Feel how soft it is under your feet, like walking on clouds made of moonlight. And as you follow this path, you hear the gentlest whisper, "We've been waiting for you." And you notice now ahead of you, there's a meadow filled with shimmering light, colors you've never seen before. Soft pinks, diamond whites, opalescent gold. Now imagine you're standing in a beautiful open field at twilight. The air is warm. The sky is lavender and gold. And everything feels safe here. And ahead of you, you see a soft glow, like starlight wrapped in gentleness. This glow moves you towards you with love, with calmness, and with a sense of pure safety. This is your unicorn guide. And your unicorn approaches you with unconditional love. And as you look into their eyes, you can feel their warmth. You can feel their presence, their ancient, loving wisdom. And I want you to notice now, how do they look to you? What is the color of their coat? What is the color of their alicorn? What is the energy that they carry? Notice if they're wearing anything around them. And just feel in your body as they start to approach you. I want you to know your unicorn knows your wounds, knows your hopes, your soul purpose. It knows everything your inner child went through. And they stand before you now, not to judge you, but to remind you who you've always been. And they lower their head towards you, inviting connection, a heart-to-heart connection. And they touch your alicorn to your heart. And in this moment, you can feel a wave of healing as it starts to flow as a spiraling light from their alicorn into your heart, releasing fear, softening guilt, dissolving shame, and calming any anxiety you may have been feeling. And I want you to take a breath into this moment. Let yourself feel seen. Let yourself feel supported. And now your unicorn looks at you with their big, beautiful eyes. And I want you to ask them for their name. I want you to simply open your heart and allow yourself now to either feel, sense, or know your unicorn's name. And I'm going to stay quiet for a moment for you to receive it. And now that you have connected with your personal unicorn, they're going to send you a message. This can be a word, a color, a feeling, maybe a memory, or maybe it's a sacred symbol. Whatever you receive is perfect for you. I want you to breathe that in. Let it settle into your heart. And now I want you to imagine that your inner child walks out from behind you. That younger version of you who needed softness, who needed safety, who needed gentleness, who wants the magic. This is the part of you who has always felt deeply and didn't always have someone who understood your feelings. I want you to connect with them now. And I want you to watch your unicorn bend down and touch their alicorn gently to your inner child's heart. And as their beautiful spiraling diamond light goes into their heart, they are offering them the love that they always deserved. And your inner child begins to relax because they realize they're in the presence of someone who has always been with them, even when they felt that no one else was there. And now your personal unicorn is going to whisper to them whatever they needed to hear most. And I want you to take a slow breath in. Allow your inner child to receive these messages. And then slowly breathe out. And now you're going to see a beautiful beam of gold and white light descending from above. This is the light of higher remembrance, the light of your expansive self. And it wraps you, your unicorn, and your inner child in a cocoon of shimmering diamond white light, healing and purifying you at a cellular level. raising your frequency, clearing and transmuting what no longer serves you. And as all of this is being released, it's helping you to open up your spiritual gifts as you are returning back home to your truth. I want you to know this is not a light that you earn. This is the light you return to. And now your unicorn steps to your side, not in front of you, not behind you, but beside you as your beautiful soul companion. And your unicorn reminds you, you are not alone. You have never been alone, and you'll never be alone again. And I want you to allow yourself now to feel your unicorn's energy within and around you. Take a deep breath in as your inner child and your unicorn are going to enter into the garden of your heart. And once again, take another deep breath in and out. And when you're ready, with no rush, you can open your eyes and come back to me. And go ahead and comment in the chat. Let me know how that was for you. And if you would like to share your experience, you can also raise your hand because I really want to hear about it. And while you're doing that, I'm going to go ahead and start to share with you a little bit about what I talked about at the beginning. So I want you to know that today was just the beginning, really, of a journey that you can take with your personal unicorn. I want you to know you've now opened the door and you've awakened a frequency within you. And today you are able to meet your unicorn guide, which I'm really excited to hear all about. And remember, your unicorn guide wants to walk with you every single day of your healing journey. And so I want you to know right now that if your heart is saying it wants more healing or more support, or just simply to release those emotions a little bit more deeply, then I want to invite each and every one of you to join me for the Unicorn Journey of Light program. This is a 5-week emotional healing and ascension circle because we'll be co-collaborating this together. We're creating it as we're joining together in community to support each other on our healing journey. And so in this program, each week we're going to heal one emotional layer. Week 1 will be about releasing fear and opening your nervous system to safety and to trust. Week 2 is going to be all about healing guilt, right? And returning to innocence and forgiveness again. Week 3 is going to be about transforming shame and really coming back home to our worthiness. And week 4, we're going to talk about calming anxiety, because I know that's one that so many people are feeling. And we're really going to be able to clear that and anchor in more peace and grounding and just more of your own presence, your authentic presence, your divine essence of who you are. And week 5 is going to be all about integration and ascension, where you're going to be stepping into those higher light frequencies with more clarity and ease. And so we're going to meet live each week, and we're going to journey deeply together. Each week you're going to receive live guided activations. We're going to do some tapping along with inner child compassion work like we did today. You're also going to receive unicorn frequencies, so some of the healing frequencies within each and every one of those sessions, and you'll receive some spiritual mentoring and support. So if your unicorn guide brought you here today, there is a reason. It really is that next chapter in your life is calling for you. It's calling for you to continue. And so I would be honored to guide and walk with you on your healing journey, to play with you with the unicorns. We do have the invite link, so we're going to go ahead and put that in the chat now. And so that way you're going to be able to enroll if you feel that your heart is calling you for this. It's going to be on Thursdays at 12 p.m. Pacific time. So I tried to do one early enough for all the international people that are part of this group to join. And depending how many people are of interest, we could possibly offer 2 different ones. But right now it's Thursdays at 12 p.m. Pacific. That would be 3 p.m. Eastern and 8 p.m. Universal time. It's going to start on January the 22nd. And we're going to be meeting over Zoom, and replays will be included. And the replays are just as powerful as the live sessions. And let me go ahead and change my slide. And the investment for this program, this 5-week program, is $222. And for those of you who want a one-on-one session, I will offer it for $333. So you'll be able to add a session for $111. So that's pretty amazing. Payment plans are available. And so I'm showing you here on the screen because you will have the option to pay in full. You could do split payments if you'd like. I want to make this as accessible as possible for everybody. And I'm offering a 10% discount to those who are in my close community, because I'm sharing this first with you before the public in January. So up until December 31st, you can receive 10% off. And so all you have to use is the promotional code JOURNEY, and you would just put it in that spot there to redeem, and you'll see it right in your checkout that you'll receive the 10% off. And I think that's it. So if you have any questions for me about that, I'm happy to answer it. This was the 333 one. Yeah. And if you would like to schedule a meeting to see if this is the right fit for you, I would be happy to talk with you as well. Yeah. And so, or you can put it in the chat. I'll be happy to answer the questions. And now I think I'm going to come over here and just see what are I was seeing some of the comments coming up. So let's do that. So Anita's saying, good, but when you said tone it down, she got startled, and I had to keep reminding her that she is still safe to shine. Continue to share with me. So a little intercepted, but still connected. Okay, thank you. Feeling pressure release in my head. There is a sense of longing which transformed calm and knowing. Beautiful, beautiful. Her biggest thing is being shut down from showing her authentic self and being left unheard. Yes. These are really good insights to have as you continue to work with your own inner child. Are the replays only for a certain time? So no, this program you're going to own. So just how you registered for here on a platform called Cohere, all the replays will be there. And so you're going to have it for a lifetime, really. So you're going to be able to go back and watch it when it's most convenient for you, if you can attend it live. And then we just put the links in for support if you are interested. They are in the chat for the 5-week program. Alana's here. Thank you, Jennifer. I love meeting my unicorn guide. His name is Manuel. He's an elder unicorn. Would you like to share your experience, Alana? I would love to hear it. If you do, you could raise your hand. Trying to see how I do it from here. If not, oh, beautiful. Awesome. Joanne says, you have such a lovely, relaxing voice. I lost the sound. Oh no, I hope you got the sound back. So I'm going to ask Alana to unmute.
Hello.
All right, Alana, would you love to share your experience? I'd love to hear it.
Yeah, I thought for sure I had an idea of what my unicorn guide was
Oh,
gonna
I can't
look
hear
like.
you.
No? Hello? You can't hear? Huh.
Oh, That's so weird. I can't hear Alana. I don't
Oh,
know why. Um,
okay.
I'm not
So
sure
it's just
what's
on
happening here. I'm hearing
Jennifer's
other people
side.
can hear, and it's not coming through my computer.
Mm.
So interesting.
I can type it in the chat.
Hmm. I'm sorry, Alana. I don't know why I can't hear you. So let me look in the chat. I can type it in the chat. Okay. Beautiful. Beautiful. I'm so glad everybody else can hear. I guess I'm going to have to hear it on the replay for myself now because that would be super exciting to hear what everyone had to say. Um, thank you so much. I received clarity and lots of confirmation. Beautiful, Nat. Joe's asking, are there colored unicorns? Yes, there are. There are so many unicorns, different lineages of unicorns. So there's water or element unicorns. You could meet a fire unicorn, an earth unicorn, um, air, water. I love playing with the water unicorns, especially in the summer when I'm in the ocean. There's rainbow unicorns, diamond light unicorns, angelic unicorns, galactic unicorns. There's all kinds. And then there's some unicorns that will have their alicorn long or short. You will have some with wings. A lot of times they were referred to as Pegasus, but if they have the alicorn, then it's a unicorn. They could have colored wings as well, colored mane. They could have jewels. So I didn't, one of the questions was, what does your unicorn look like? So if it had any jewels on it, you could definitely, you could see a lot, definitely. Some are young. You can have baby unicorns as well. I forgot to mention that. One of mine is a baby unicorn. Um, yeah. Okay. Can hear. Maybe you have this all muted. And then Nita says she completely lost the sound. My last comment regarding my inner child. I can't hear anything now, so I'm going to leave. I'll watch the replay. Okay, Anita, sorry about that. So Joanne's saying hers was yellow. Beautiful. Someone's saying, what's a shiny black unicorn? So before I answer that, I would say close your eyes right now and just breathe into your heart and ask, what does a shiny black unicorn mean to me? It's more important for you to get your insights than for me to tell you. But I'll let you know when a shiny black unicorn comes to me, this is the unicorn of strength. This is the unicorn that allows me to know that there is no darkness in the world, right? There's parts of me that may have need maybe a little bit more courage sometimes. And then other times the fire unicorns come in and the fire unicorns will like kick you in the butt. They're the ones to ignite you and start you to get you to do things. So I hope that was an answer for you. And Alana says, I expected my unicorn to look different in a different way, and it was surprising to see him. His fur was blue and had white, sort of grizzly hair. Vines wrapped around his hooves. His horn had colors like a volcano, and the colors were swirling. Yeah. Sometimes when the fire unicorns come in, I see that swirling around the unicorn as well. Yellow for me is freedom. Yes, Joanne. Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. My unicorn was like a glowing light named Charles. There was lots of colors. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, everyone. So once again, I invite you to join me for the 5-week Journey into Light Unicorn program. I would love to be with you, to play with you in that frequency and energy. This replay will be in your portal. I will also send out an email with the links to register for the class if that's something that you are interested in. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else I need to do. All right. All right, everybody. Have a beautiful rest of your Sunday afternoon, and I'll see you next time. Bye.